So here is a lovely fruit. This is a tree tomato. We get these in New Zealand. Beautiful, eh? So this is me and all my friends, all of us who fruit hanging on the tree, waiting to feed the world, waiting for someone to want to eat our wisdom. Yes, so some of us use this to go and sit outside Parliament and wait for the government to want to hear our wisdom about climate change, for example. Yeah. So, what's inside this fruit? Yum! Look at all those lovely seeds and the juicy stuff that's around the seeds so that the seeds get fed and nurtured, ready for planting. This is our inner world. Now, a lot of us think that we can go and sit outside Parliament and do activist stuff. We haven't got time. We haven't got time to do the inner stuff. We're too busy, you know, climate change is coming upon us or whatever our issue is, you know, and we need to get on with it. We can't hang around looking at our insides and savouring this luscious fruit. However, these are the seeds. Inside here are the seeds that we need to grow and to plant in order to be effective in the outside world. These are the seeds that grow into trees, into food forests in our world. So what are these seeds? Well, the love of life, the love of being alive, and therefore the love of all creatures, and the motivation to save the lives, to look after, to protect the lives of all creatures. This is the seeds that motivate us at the moment with this climate change issue, problem, emergency. Yeah. So what's the inner work that we need to do inside this fruit ourselves? I mean, there's lots of things. One is that, you know, even thinking about what's going on in the world today, the climate emergency or the poverty or the inequality, all these, even thinking about it brings on frustration, anger, despair, all these things. And actually trying to do something about it brings on a whole lot more. So one thing, but these emotions are the rich juice that nurtures the seeds. Not only juice, look at all that lovely yummy flesh. These are our emotions which seem so horrible, you know, our anger and rage. So those, if we work with them in the inner world and share them with others in a safe, good context, and we can turn those into wisdoms and use the energy to motivate us for action. This is one way that the inner and the outer need to go together. You see, you've got this fruit, but this is the insides. They're not, you can't have one without the other. There's the outside of that one. And another thing we do on the inside is we have a look at things like what makes us happy. You know, do cars and plastic trash make us happy? Not really. So what makes us happy? One of the assumptions that we make is that growth makes us happy. You know, infinite growth. We're all into infinite growth on this planet. It's wrecking the world. It's wrecking our life. We kind of know that. We don't know what else to do. So this fruit can show us there are other ways to grow. Like in nature we grow the seeds in this lovely rich juice, and we grow forests, and then the forests have fruit on the trees, and then they get eaten or drop on the ground. There's a cycle. There's a cycle of natural growth. We love natural growth. Look at how we feel when we see a baby growing up. It's magic, you know, or a tree. So we need to feel that on our insides. You know, the depth doesn't just work with having an idea or thinking, oh, growth is, you know, it works with our emotional feeling about that and our sort of deep-rooted sense of what's right and what we want and what our motivation is. That's what the depth has in it. And we need all that. We need to work with that and help it to grow so that we can be effective on the outer. And then when we're effective on the outer and we have all these emotions, then we need the inner work to help us to regenerate and keep going, you know, plant the next seed, plant the next tree, keep watering it. Yeah. So I hope that helps in understanding how much the inner work and the outer work go together to make a good activist or a good life in this terrible situation that we're in. Yeah. And so I am now going to eat the fruit. Where's my spoon? I'm going to eat the fruit. And this is going to give me the energy and steam and inspiration to go to my next Transition Town meeting.